So thank you for welcoming us again. Last time we were here and we learned all about breeding. We learned about milking and foliage. So today I want you to explain to us about the breeding. How do you get the light breed? Maybe you can also explain the process of the pregnancy period. Yeah.
So in the first place, I welcome you all here back again. This is the time that we are milking our cows, and here we are. As you can see, most of these cows are Frisian, and the way we do, it is not easy to get the right breed. For you to get the right breed, you have to consider the weather or the environment or the locality or the place that we are living, because these animals are very sensitive to the condition of the environment that they are living. For one, to handle these animals, you need also to know the kind of the breed that you need to have, because they are the breed that do not stay or that cannot live together. Therefore, in the first place, you need to consider the environment and the weather of the place, because the weather will determine the kind of the feed that are grown or produced in that place. Okay.
So thank you. So is Frisian doing well in this area of Njolo?
Yes.
Is Frisian doing well in this area?
Very, very well. In fact, Frisian adapt to this environment very well. Without, it has no complication or problem as long as it is taken care of and well maintained, proper fed, and as well as other things that it requires are taken care of.
Thank you. So how would you compare the feeding, say the amount of feeds a Frisian will take with other cows? Is that a consideration?
Yes, you consider, because in the first place you need to know about the breed that you offer or you give your animal, because the breed that you give, the kind of the insemination or the breed or the fertilization that you do to an animal will determine the future breed that you are going to have.
Thank you. I think we are now heading there. You told me these are the lactating cows.
These are the lactating cows. That is the time for them to be milked. As you can see, our milk herders are there, and it is the time that we are doing the milking.
So thank you. I want you to explain to our viewers the process of this lactating cow, from it becoming a lactating cow to insemination to a pregnant cow that is separated here to now getting us the calf, maybe, and the days, the dates, and how you do the counting, and maybe how you manage that process.
So here what we have characteristics.
And maybe can you explain this in Swahili? One of the farmers is commenting and asking ati kama tunaweza ongea kwa Kiswahili.
Kwa Kiswahili sasa kuna vile unaweza ukaangalia ng'ombe zingine hapa. Ng'ombe ndio ikuwe ng'ombe wa maziwa, inaringana imekuwa ya maziwa kiaje. Vile tunafanya, unaangalia ng'ombe kama ni mara yake ya kwanza kuzaa ama ni mara yake ya pili kuzaa. Sasa tuseme kama ng'ombe imezaa mara ya kwanza, na sasa wewe unaendelea kukamua na ungetaka, na sasa ingetaka sasa unaona kuna inataka pengine dume imefika na ile time tunaita heat period. Sasa inahitaji dume. Sasa kuna zile signs ambayo mtu huwa unaangalia ndio ujue hiyo ng'ombe ni kweli inataka dume. Sasa wakati unaipea, ile siku unaipea ndio tunaitaga insemination date, wakati umeipea ile mbegu. Sasa kuna ile time utaipea after 1 month, baada ya mwezi mmoja. Watch ama uangalie uone. Sasa ikipitisha hiyo mwezi moja, utaweza kujua kama hiyo ng'ombe ni kweli ilishika hiyo dume ama haikupata ile mbegu. Ndio kwa sasa ujitayarishe tena uipe mara ya pili. Hiyo ndio tunaitaga observation date. Hiyo ndio date ya pili. Alafu sasa ukikaa sasa tuseme hiyo ng'ombe sasa hiyo dume ilipata na mbegu ikaingia vizuri na sasa iko na mimba. Sasa unaendelea kukamua, uhesabu ndio wakati inaendelea inabakisha miezi 2 ndio izae. Sasa hapo miezi 2 miezi 3 ndio izae. Sasa hapo ndio sasa unatamatisha mambo ya kukamua hiyo wakati. Sasa ndio tunaita drying date. Sasa unaiatisha, sasa unaihamisha kutoka kwa zile unakamua, alafu sasa unaziweka katika shede tofauti na zile zingine. Sasa ukuwatch pale, ukiangalia, you are taking care of it. Sasa uone in case kama kuna kitu yoyote inaweza ikahitaji, as you are watching, na unaangalia na mambo kama ni chakula inahitaji, kama ni chumvi, kama nini, hiyo yote una take care of, na yote unaiangalia vizuri. Sasa inafika ule wakati, sasa ikifika ni ule wakati wa kuzaa. Ikifika ni ule wakati wa kuzaa, sasa ndio tunaita expected date, because this animal is expectant. So it is now the expected date is the delivery date. Sasa hapo wakati ikifika pale, ndio sasa ile ng'ombe unaitayarishia vizuri, unatayarisha vitanda, unaweka kama ni nyasi ambayo imekauka, alafu unaondoa zile zingine unaiacha peke yake, unaipea time sasa yenyewe. It is at the moment is in labor. Yani naitwa
yes, no problem.
Yani kwa ile mkazo yani iko karibu kuzaa, unaipea muda wa kitu 3 hours yenyewe ikiwa peke yake tu, uone vile nini. Sasa ukiona bado iko na shida ama kuna any complication, that is the time when you are supposed to consult your veterinary doctor. Remember at the beginning nilikuwa nimekuambia kila wakati unafuga hizi ng'ombe ukuwe na a standby veterinary, the person that can consult anytime 24/7 in case your animal generate some complication, so that the person is ready to attend it. But for the time being, you have to give it about 2-3 hours while it is in labor. But if you notice any complication, let it deliver on its own without disturbance. Leave it alone. It is only when you find the complication persists and it is 1 hour or more, that is when you are supposed to consult your veterinary doctor for further assistance.
Thank you so much. I believe to our viewers who've understood the journey. It's not like you just wake up and decide to dry a cow. There should be a timeline. You should mark all the dates. Mesikia tunaanza na expected date ama tunaanza na gani? We start with insemination date. We observe until we have the drying period, until we have the expected date. And I believe for more, you can always visit NAF Farm, and you can always comment at the comment section of our show, and you are going to answer all these questions. Now, that's the journey of a lactating cow. Now we have the calf, which is a heifer, and one day it wants to be a mother also. So how is its journey, and how many months does it take so that it can mature and also have the insemination?
Now, after calving, what we are supposed to do, you need to feed or to have a milk program for that calf for about 5 to 6 months. Only if you want to produce a hybrid, strong calf. You know, as commoners or other farmers, what they do, they usually give 3 liters the first month, then 2 liters second month, and 1 liter third and the last month. That is not, we don't do that here. What we do, we give it continuously 4 months, 6 liters daily. That is 3 liters in the morning, 3 liters in the evening. It is to consume or to take that for about 4 months. Then in the 5th or 6th month, which is the last month, we reduce by 1 liter, by 2 liters, so that we give in the morning 2 liters, then evening 2 liters. From there, we need now to dry that calf permanently and now start 100% feeding program.
So how many months does it take for it to, from birth to its insemination for a normal good cow?
For a normal, if it has been taken care of, and all factors have been constant, that animals does not have any complication. Maybe diseases, maybe slow growth. That's what we call slow growth or development. If that calf or heifer is taken care of for about 1.5 years, that is 18 months, that animal is very strong and it is ready now to take or to acquire the insemination so that it's ready to start the pregnancy journey.
Awesome, awesome. So, and that calf delivers and start to get milked. So, I don't know.
Talking of milking, maybe which milking systems do you employ? Do you milk using the hand, or do you milk using a robot machine or this other machine?
Okay, in the first place, we have two types of milking methods that we can have. For one, we use hard milking using herds. We also have milking machine. But of late, we have discovered that milking with herd is somehow beneficial or advantageous than using the machine. How? Once you're using the herds, you are able to notice the speed with which that milk is moving. At the same time, you are able to know any complication that the under could be having, the teeth, the problem they could be facing. You are able now to notice themselves yourself because you are using your heart. If maybe the teeth are soft or maybe too rough, there's something that you need to notice. So there's some red flag that you are able to notice, especially when the animal could be showing some signs of complication or problem. Therefore, there and there you are able to note, and for which you can consult your veterinary so that you see the way forward through which you can deal with that animal. If you come to the milking machine is good. We have been using it severally or for some time. But what we have come to notice is that there are some things, hidden things, which the owner could be facing. Maybe that animal could be having some symptoms or mastitis. Maybe some complications. It are some clots, blood clots in the milk, which you cannot notice. Then the same machine can accumulate bacteria because there are several animals which are milk or using such machine, and these are not easy for you to notice. But if you can be you have or you can be able to have such process through which you are able to maintain, keep that machine clean always, and wash your animal from time to time, then I prefer the milking machine. But for now, ours in this area, or this place, this herders prefers milking using their heart because they're used to it, they like it, they are passionate about it, and they don't see any problem using the same. But still, if as a farmer, you may find it is advisable, good for you to use the machine, no problem, as long as you are able to take good care of the machine and maintain the high standard of hygiene that is required.
Thank you so much. Our viewers, you've been encouraged that milking with the hand is comfortable and it's good as much as we are embracing technology. Maybe could you explain, I understand for a cow to give us more yields or ili tupe maziwa mengi, it must be comfortable. So how do you ensure this?
For one, look at the feeding program that we are using. Feeding program. The mixtures of the feed that you do, it must be the recommended, the standard. Here, remember, we are in agribusiness. We are not in agriculture. This is not a culture. A culture is what we are used to. And it is common to you.
Okay.
We are in agri-business.
Maybe a minute. I see they are milking. My photographer can show you. Mbona mnaosha ng'ombe na maji moto? Mbona mnaosha ng'ombe na maji moto?
Yes, for one, an animal is a creature. It is like a human being. It has some hormones which we need to stimulate for the animal to relax, to contract the muscles so that it is able to release the milk freely. Now what we need to do, we need for one to use the warm water or hot water, just warm, medium warm, in order to soften the udder and the teeth. Then this one, it is for hygienic purpose, is the first thing. Then to the animal, it acts as the stimulus because there is a hormone in that animal, we call it oxytocin hormone, which once the animal releases that hormone, because of the way you are handling it, it is able to contract its muscles. It feels relaxed, it is happy, and now ready to release the milk.
Wonderful. My producer is telling me that we have to go for a short break so that we can get a glass of water. I believe you still tuned in, and when we come back, we get to know about the foliage and the concentrates that this farm is using to get at least 40 liters, so that you, my farmer, you can move from 5 liters, 6 liters to amazing 40 liters. See you after the break.